We got this.
Folks, we are Mark and Hal from We Got This with Mark and Hal. We settle we settle all of the disputes that you have. Here, I'll start again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. We are Mark and Hal from We Got This with Mark and Hal.
That's right. We are a podcast. If you don't know us, we settle all of those pointless debates that you and your friends sit around in the bar or the diner discussing. We settle them once and for all time. So you don't have to have these arguments anymore.
That's right. Now, normally we're an audio podcast, but there are a lot of images going around. Memes, as the kids call them.
Around the internet.
Around the internet. You may be aware this is a visual medium. So we've decided to take one of these debates and settle it once and for all. Producer Ken, will you please throw the image up on the screen? People have been asking, how would Batman wear a baseball cap? We have 9 different choices here, courtesy of Dinotomic.com. That's at Dinotomic on Twitter. Thank you, Dinotomic, for offering this to everybody.
Yes, for giving this this bit of magic to the world. Some of these make me laugh so hard. All right, so how would Batman wear a cap? That's the question we've been presented with today. We have 9 choices to choose from. Should we just start eliminating them one by one?
Well,
until we have one left.
I have 2 that I think are correct. Do you have one that you think is correct, or 1 or 2?
Well, I don't know yet. I'm seeing these now. I don't know.
I don't want mine to be eliminated. Can we agree right now to eliminate number 5 because it's not a cap, it's a visor?
Yes. And can we agree now to eliminate number 2 because number 2 has a requirement of extra pieces that don't exist in the hat?
Also number 6. So we're down
6.
Number 5, number 2, number 6 are gone.
We're doing exactly what I wanted to do, and this is making me happy. 2, 5, and 6 are gone. That leaves us with 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. The ones that are actually a baseball cap. What do you want to eliminate next, Hal?
I think we should eliminate number 3, and here's why.
Okay.
Number 3 and number 9 are very similar, but in number 9, he has forced the hat, the tips of his cowl through the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this one, clearly he has somehow tucked the tips of the cowl in and then taped new tips on top.
Yeah, this I don't understand that he has just taped. Like, you would have to ruin your cowl in order to wear your Batman hat. Also, I love that it's a Batman baseball cap. Like, we know you're Batman. Why don't you tell us something else about yourself? Like, what sports team you like, maybe?
Do you think he's got a lot of Batman keychains and Batman koozies? He
has all of the merch that had Batman on it, starting with 1989's Tim Burton movie. That particular logo. Anything that has that bat logo on. He doesn't mess around with the old Adam West that looks more like an actual bat.
Yeah.
No, he's anything with the black and yellow.
Number 3 is literally a hat on a hat. It's a hat on a hat on a hat.
It's hanging off the back. Also, number 3. Number 3. Yes, is he tucked his or he cut him off to wear it. Whatever he did. Sorry, the 3 is between those 2. I'm going to go to number 4 now, and I want to eliminate number 4 because there's no way that you can walk around or do anything that a Batman has to do with that hanging just like that. That is so precariously positioned.
What if he walked everywhere like Groucho Marx, where he was stooped over and going like this with a batarang? Wow, say that, eh? That was a terrible Groucho Marx, but it was made better by yours being Edward G. Robinson. So thank you.
Yeah, see, it's me, Groucho Marx.
It's me, Groucho Marx.
Hey, it's me, Harpo. So that leaves us with.
That leaves us with number 1.
Yeah.
Number 7, number 8, and number 9.
Oh.
So I'm going to eliminate. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate number 1. Because a hat is designed to fit a certain shape, right? Yes. It's designed to fit the shape of a human head and provide sunshade. That's the job of a baseball cap. This baseball cap is neither fitting the shape of a human head, nor is it providing any shade from being so high up atop. Also, that thing is just going to flop around. And if you try to do any Batman things, it's not going to work.
Yeah, any version of this, you have to be able to do Batman. But look, by that, I think that I would eliminate, the next one I would eliminate would be number 9. And I'll tell you why.
Oh, number 9.
Tell you why.
That's the most Batman. That was my favorite one. That's the one where he like takes the hat and just
rips it.
Rips right through. Why are you eliminating this one?
Why does he hate the hat so much? Does he need that hat in his life? First of all, why is Batman wearing a hat? Should we even be asking that?
No.
Okay. Because I was imagining he was trying to blend into the crowd like Harrison Ford, The Fugitive. So it should be the green St. Patrick's Day plastic top hat that he's wearing, which is completely different because you just stuff the cowl tips right in there.
Well, sure. A top hat, it seems like of all of these, number 10 should just be a top hat with that yellow Batman logo on it.
Yeah. There's something I love. It feels like to me, it really comes down to number 7 or number 9, because number 8, there's no way the tips of the cowl are that flexible.
Wait a minute.
In the back, he's probably breaking them for number 8.
So the two that you thought of were number 7 and number 9 were the ones you didn't want to get eliminated?
No, those are the ones that I think make the most sense. The 7 makes the most sense because he would just be trying to jam the hat onto his head. And the only way you could logically do it, because it probably takes a second to tear through. You got to work through the one tip and then work through the other tip to get the hat on. The 7's just, all right, it goes like this, and it's going to be wedged in between the tips of the cowl. So hopefully,
but it's also not going to stay put. It's not. Look, I think it's. We have to determine what the ears on the cowl are made of, and if they are properly lay backable. Because look, where I grew up in Tennessee, anytime someone with long hair wore a baseball cap, specifically a snapback, they always pulled that ponytail through the thing. It gets everything out of the way. It gives the hat a nice shape. Number 8 feels like the correct answer to me. So you're saying by process of elimination, you've chosen that number 7 is the best one, you think?
Well, maybe. Here's the thing with number 8. And maybe those ears want to stand up. It's not like they're on hinges. So if you fold them down and put a hat over them, you know what's going to happen is they're going to go like this. They're going to pop up and then the hat goes flying.
I don't know. How strong is that hat, though?
I mean, clearly the cowl can go right through it. I believe they're all made of the same material.
It's all the same hat material?
Yes. It's all the same hat material.
I mean, number 9 is my favorite, but you're right about ruining the hat. Let me offer you a counter. What if Batman put on number 9, it poked those 2 holes, and then he went to Lids in the mall and asked them to use their embroidery machine to just kind of do some loop embroidery around there. And then suddenly it's like a hat on a horse at a theme park at Christmas time, where it's got it's clear that those 2 holes are supposed to be there because there's stitching around them.
Do you think a horse is ever more miserable than when it has to wear a hat?
Maybe there's some horses out there that like that hat. They're like, oh man, you know what time it is? It's November. It's Christmas time. I'm going to be wearing a hat pretty soon. And I can't wait. Fired up about it.
Tell the other horses, guess what I'm going to be wearing? A hat. Yeah, we
Top
are.
Hat Steve over here.
We're all horses. We all get to wear the hat. It's not just you, Steve.
Yeah, but you know what? Nobody looks as good as Steve in the hat.
That's true. That hat was made for Steve.
I think it's number 9. You're saying number 7?
I just love the idea that he stuffs it on real quick.
Did he just it's rolled up and just kind of wedged in there?
He's like, I got to put this hat on. And then he just throws it over and he's like, I hope this stays. And then why? But he's not putting it on to cheer on the baseball team he bought.
Maybe he is. He bought a team. Clearly. Look, he gave the team that yellow logo. Look at all these baseball hats. You got all 9 positions covered on a baseball team right now, except for number 5, because no baseball player is going to go out there in a visor.
No, that's a golfer.
Wearing a hat. Yeah,
that's a golfer right there. That's Batman golfing, or Batman going to the swim club to get a tan. Did you ever go to a swim club when you were a kid?
Yeah. Well, I went to the gym. Our gym had a pool. We also had the little neighborhood. If you lived in the neighborhood, you could go to this pool.
Oh yeah, we had the swim club. It seemed very fancy. I would watch my great aunt and a bunch of other old Jewish ladies play mahjong, and be like, "This must be the coolest game ever." Those tiles look like a lot of fun.
Did you learn how to play mahjong?
No, it's very confusing to me.
That's
I don't even know how to play dominoes properly. I just want to line them up and then knock them over as part of a Rube Goldberg machine.
I learned dominoes a couple of years ago. It's actually a really fun game, but you know what's more fun? Rube Goldberg knocking them over.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Look, 7 I like. It doesn't seem like the hat is getting to do everything that a hat gets to do.
No.
In 9, yes, it's getting destroyed by the 2 things coming through, but it's still a hat functioning in the way that a hat is designed to function. And 8 as well. I love 8, but I think you're right about it flipping the hat forward and knocking it off.
Yeah, those bat ears don't want to stay down.
And I'm going to make Go ahead.
Not long enough. The drawing doesn't make sense based on where they are on the top of his head that they would go back that far. You'd only see a little bit, like a little nubs, little tiny nubs, like Mr. Tumnus nubs pointing out.
But look, foreshortening is a thing in comics. This is clearly comics art. So, you know,
true.
I don't know. Big hands, big feet, big fists, you know, all that. I don't know. It feels like in number 9 is Batman doing the job of Batman, a hat doing the job of a hat, and both of them working in concert with one another. The hat is shading Batman, and Batman is proving to the world how strong he is by pushing his cowl ears just straight through the fabric of that hat. He can go to Lids and get it stitched up later. This is my pitch. I don't
think Lids does what you think Lids does.
They have a stitching machine. That's all I know. It's designed to embroider stuff on it, but they have a stitching machine there.
Look, he is a billionaire. I'm sure Alfred will be the one who fixes the cap up for him.
Alfred, he can't. Why is he always asking so much of Alfred?
That's what Alfred does. Alfred takes care of him.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. You're a grown man. You're a grown billionaire.
Exactly. Those grown billionaires, you don't have to do your own stuff. You have other people do it for you. I'm surprised he doesn't carry Alfred around and have him throw the punches.
All right, we have
fists.
Oh dear, oh my. Oh, right. Well then, yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, sir. What wasn't me punching you? I'm more of a marionette in this instance.
Raw hamburger fists that he's got from all the punching he's had to do. All right, you want to go with number 9? I'll go with number 9. I think
number 9 feels the most correct. I don't mean to bully you into. I'm not trying to bully you into an answer.
You know, I think it's a gritty Dark Knight Batman that would be willing to rip open the top of his hat like that.
And that's the Batman that we all love, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's a Batman I love. And I love Batman wearing a baseball cap the correct way, which is number 9. And that's asked and answered.
Asked and answered. But this topic is, even though this topic is closed, there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us on Twitter at We Got This Tweets, or
you can email us. We got this podcast at gmail.com. Go to our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/ We Got This Podcast. But listen to the show. We Got This with Mark and Hal, wherever podcasts are served. We've solved a lot of issues for you.
Almost 300 of them.
Yeah. Don't suffer. Just let us take care of it for you.
Don't worry, everybody. We got this.
We got this.